And we're live. Hello, good morning. I'm Spike, and welcome back to another self-taught Japanese in Rosetta Stone. So today we're going to be doing the grammar module. Well, I'm going to be doing this grammar module, and obviously its repetition. This is video number 52. So for those who have been continuing to watch, thank you for continuing to watch this content and my uploads. Whether you're catching the live stream as it happens or whether it's the video on YouTube, either or, it doesn't matter. Before we begin, if you'd like to follow, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already, this goes out on twitch.tv/crunk7up, or it lives permanently on YouTube at youtube.com/exofficina. That's EXOFFICINA. They're my two channels. Both pages link to each other. So if you find or know anyone who is wanting to learn Japanese at a casual pace, who may not have the budget to do so, hasn't got any apps or programs or anything or material wise to be able to take in and learning Japanese in an easy enough manner where, maybe they find it difficult to take in or whatever, then hopefully this content is for them and is for you. In which case, give them a link, get them to come to the page, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, and get updates for when these videos go out. Hopefully my self-documentation of learning this Japanese language, this wonderful language, will be able to help you on your journey and give a little insight to maybe take off the edge of how scary it is to learn a language, particularly as one as different as Japanese is to Western English, obviously. Um, so I'm hoping that's my ideal. I want to show that if you put your mind to it, you can learn a language and teach yourself the language with the right tools and the right techniques and such, noticing the right patterns and so on and so forth. Which is why I'm documenting my own journey teaching myself Japanese in this particular program. I do have a couple of outside resources that I do use. One I do recommend is on Instagram and on YouTube, called That Yuta. He's a great native speaker who really does give some more insights onto actual Japanese that people speak and some of the pitfalls and stuff therein. But I primarily use this program, which is why I've been making these videos. So if you found me, fantastic. I hope you enjoy what you're going to be watching and what you're going to listen to, and I hope it gives insight into learning some of this language. So, as I say, I'm going to be doing these two grammar modules today in this video. This is video number 52. I've previously done the vocabulary run through and the pronunciation run through after the core lesson of lesson 4. We're getting to the end of this particular unit and its module section with our milestone here. Where we'll then be going into Unit 3. This is all Level 1, or the Level 1 disc, which translates to the lower end, the primary school, elementary school sort of end of Japanese learnings for beginners, in its complexity and how it's taught. So I believe that's the N5 level, because N1's like top tier, N5's kind of like lower tier. So yeah, just been if you've been following, all the videos are on a playlist on YouTube. You can see the progression of where I've got to and what I've learned so far. And again, I go through these with some of the comments and instances of note to sort of pick up on some of the important things to remember, to look back on, to research, or to take on board, so that if anyone does watch this, if you are watching, then hopefully you can pick up on the same things that I have too. Anyways, let's get into it. So today I've got my now new, nicely written up, alphabetized kanji list, as you can see, of most of the sounds that I've encountered so far, as well as my now separated sheet. This is still a little bit old. This is the most recent new sheet that I've done, but these are all forms and tenses of note and importance that I've come across. So again, translated into Ramaji English, so that I've got a reference sheet outside of the program for, when I'm not doing this. I can have a quick ganders and a quick reference and have a look, see. Start practicing some of that talking, start practicing some of that reading, or even try some of the writing. So without further ado, let's crack on with the grammar. And let's set up the microphone. Ichi, ni, san, yon, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's see where it's going to chuck us in. Okay. So we're learning the no and the word positions today, and we're learning about the color of their hair. Her hair is cami. Color is next. Oh, excuse me. The color is next. So here we can see Chido for brown, Akage for red, and Murasaki for purple. Well, she's got brown hair. So watashi no kami wa chairo desu. There we go. And she's got red hair, which is Akage. So watashi no kami wa akage desu.
Watashi no kami wa akage desu.
Fantastic. Now we're on to items of clothing, which here we can look at the form straight away. We're going to be looking for kare, because the lady is speaking about the man, which is the kare masculine form. It will not be kanojo, because kanojo is female them form. So we're going to be kare no seta wa aoi desu.
彼のセーターは青いです。
Aoi desu. I keep saying aoi desu, and it's aoi desu. And then the last one, we're going to straight up go with Kanojo no Seita wa Murasaki desu. Because Murasaki is purple. We're looking for the colour of the sweater. Well, my body wants to sneeze.
彼女のセーターは紫です。
There we go. So again, with the individual words, we can pick out, or I can pick out which sentence I need to select, because I'm picking up on the main points of the sentence. But then also understanding that, obviously, the first one, my hair is brown. Then my hair is red. And then his sweater is blue. And the last one is her sweater is purple. Excuse me for sneezing. So again, it makes it easy to work out translation, what each individual word says, and then what the structured grammar mechanically works as, which is why we've got the highlight of no and wa. Oh, excuse me, in the sentence. Let's go to slide 2.
私たち
No
髪
wa.
私たちの髪は金髪です。私帽子
Watashi no
青いで
bushi
す。
wa aoi desu.
私の帽子は青いです。
I don't know what's got
私
into me sneezing.
髪茶色です。
These are all the same, and this is just
私の髪は茶色です。彼女靴下灰色です。
Oh my god, a sneezing attack. If it's not yawning, it's one thing on this stream. It's sneezing now another. Unbelievable. What was I saying? Anyway, yes, so this exercise is teaching us to place the no and the wa in the correct positions in the sentence for the grammar to make sense.
彼女の靴下は灰色です。
Oh, apologies for the sneezing. So, yeah, again, it's a little bit redundant that we're having to do it 4 times over, but it is teaching us that this is the position that it goes in around the adjective or verb of the sentence after the noun or pronoun. So, you know, immediate slide thereafter, we're doing the same thing 4 times over, but it's just to get us used to placing these mechanicals in the correct portion of the sentence. So, our hair, watashi no kami wa kinpatsu, blonde. So we have, or our hair is blonde. My hat is blue. Watashi no bushi wa aoi desu. Keeps wanting to say oe. It's not. Bottom left, Watashi no kami wa chairo desu. My hair is brown. And konojo no kutsushita. That's such a hard one to say. Kutsushita. Kutsushita. Well, hairo desu. And they're socks. Because kutsu is shoe and kutsushita is sock. And they are grey. Hairo is grey. Let's go to slide 3.
暑いですか？
具合が悪いですか？いいえ、暑くありません。
No.
いいえ、大丈夫です。
So the top one, Atsui desu ka, is are you hot? And she's replied, no, I am not hot. Arimasen is I am not. Or it's the negative of I am. Guaga wari desu ka? Are you feeling okay? Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. Daijoubu desu. Is that last one? Let's go to slide 4.
寒いですか？いいえ、寒く。いいえ、寒くありません。
私は具合が悪い。
です。
私は具合が悪いです。元気。元気です。
So, samui desu ka? Are you cold? Yeah, samuku arimasen. No, I'm not cold, thanks. Watashi wa guai ga wari desu. I'm feeling a little. I'm feeling a little ill, or I'm feeling unwell. And then genki desu. I'm fine. Well, I might be feeling unwell. That's bothering me, that translation. Watashi wa guai ga wari desu, because wari desu is a bit different. So let's have a look. Watashi wa guai ga wari desu. I am not feeling well. I was correct. Yeah, I am not feeling well. So anyway, let's move on to slide 5. What have we got here? So here we have now, which one of them is wearing what? So here we have Takai is tall and Hikui is short. So we're now picking out who's wearing what. So
背の高い女の人はジーンズを履いています。
So the tall lady is wearing jeans. Now the next one, we're going to be looking for probably the shorter guy. So we're going to be looking for the otokonoshito, straight up. Which one are we going for? This one.
背の低い男の人はセーターを着ています。
Yeah. So, 背の低い男の人はセーターを着ています。The smaller man is wearing a shirt. So now we're on the ladies. So we're back to onana shito wa. So it's going to be this one here. 背の低い女の人は灰色のスーツを着ています。So the smaller lady is wearing a grey suit.
背の低い女の人は灰色のスーツを着ています。
Cool. And then we went back to the men, so it can only be the otokonoshito wa. And now we're on about the tall guy who's wearing a black suit. So we're looking for kuroi sutsu. So, 背の高い男の人は黒いスーツを着ています。
背の高い男の人は黒いスーツを着ています。
Fantastic. Oh, that's nice to get these correct so far. Let's go to slide 6.
背の低い女の人は T シャツ
を着ています。
背の低い女の人は T シャツを着ています。背の高い男の人、ネクタイをしています。
Now we're going for the wa. And you're talking about 背の高い, the tall, And then man, otoko no hito wa, is wearing a necktie.
背の高い男の人はネクタイをしています。
Okay.
背の高い女の人は灰色のスーツ。
を着ています。
背の高い女の人は灰色のスーツを着ています。
So the tall lady is
背
wearing a
の
grey
低
suit.
い男の人、
Wow.
黒いスーツを着ています。
There we have. And the short man, or the small man, is wearing a black suit.
背の低い男の人は黒いスーツを着ています。
Fantastic. Well, we're powering through this, the harder module of the grammar on this side. So let's go
お
slide 7.
腹が空いています。
お腹が空いています。Ooh. お腹が空いています。He's hungry.
男の人は病気です。
He's ill.
彼のセーターは
He's
青い
wearing
で
a
す。
blue sweater.
私は具合が悪いです。
And are you feeling okay? So yeah, kare no seta wa oi desu. He's wearing a blue sweater. Onaka ga suite imasu. He is hungry. Watashi wa guwa ga warui desu. I'm feeling unwell. Otoko no hito wa byoki desu. He is feeling sick. Let's go slide 8.
女の人はお腹
が空いています。
女の人はお腹が空いています。
私のスーツ、灰色です。私のスーツは灰色です。
彼女の髪
は黒いです。
彼女の髪は黒いです。
喉が乾いています。
喉が渇いています。
So yeah, we've got the lady who's hungry or is eating. Well, she's hungry because it's not tabete is eating. Watashi no suitsu o haire desu. He is his suit is grey or my suit is grey. Konojo no kami wa koroi desu. Her hair is black. And nodo ga kawaite imasu is she's thirsty. Or she's drinking because she's thirsty, whichever. Again, it's the context in Japanese that determines which way round the translation of the verb is, because it can change backwards and forwards depending on who you're speaking to, what your age difference is, whether you're speaking up or down, and how you pitch it as to how the noun, adjective, or verb ends up getting conjugated or participled or truncated, etc., etc. It's quite an interesting mechanic to have, to rely on the context. But I think most of the time it's because in Western English we have more ways to end our words for like singular, plural, and in slang. Plus also we have more sounds, individual sounds in our alphabet, whereas with the Japanese they're missing things like L, C, X, etc. as sounds in their language. There's like 5 or 6 letters that are missing in comparison to English, which denotes how they end up having to use their hiragana alphabet to formulate sounds for their own words that then apply in context, which is why you can find in Japanese some words mean exactly the same thing, but how you pronounce it changes what they mean because of the inflection of the tonality of the sibilants of that word, where if it goes from down to up or up to down, they can mean totally different things, even though it's the same thing, same word. Anyway, slide 9.
お腹が空いていますか?
Are you
女
hungry?
の子は喉が渇いています。
Oh, and she's thirsty.
男の子は疲れています。
He's tired.
いいえ、お腹が空いていません。
And he's not hungry. There we go. So we're getting asked the question, are you hungry? And then the response was, Ie onaka ga suite imasen. because no, he's not hungry. And then otokonoko wa tsukurete imasu. He is tired. And then onnanoko wa nodo ga kawarete imasu. She is thirsty, or she's drinking. Let's go to slide 10.
喉が渇いていますか？
いいえ、喉が渇いて。
います。
いいえ、喉が渇いていません。女の人は疲れて。
います。
女の人は疲れています。私はお腹が空いて。
います。
私はお腹が空いています。
Oh, brilliant. And that's the end of the grammar for lesson 4, the harder slide. 100%. Didn't actually need to repeat or didn't get anything wrong today. That's impressive, because it's usually the grammar module I've noticed in following through these units. It's usually the grammar module within that seems to start ramping up the difficulty as we start encountering more and more words. That's pretty cool. I'm quite impressed with that. So, without further ado, let's move on to the grammar repetition that's from this section here in the previous core lesson unit subunit. Let's go into this.
私はイタリアのローマに住んでいます。
So she's outside, or she's in Rome in Italy. Well, I'm from Rome.
彼女はアパートに住んでいます。
She's in her apartment.
彼らは家に住んでいま
They're in
す。
front of their house.
私はパリに
And
住ん
I'm
でい
from
ます。
Paris. There we go. Or I'm in Paris, I should say. I'm in Rome in Italy. I'm in my or she's in her apartment, and they're outside their house. Let's go to slide 2. This one should be easy because we've already done this before.
私たち
Wow. パリの住んでいます。
私たちはパリに住んでいます。
Nice.
私はアパートの215住んでいます。
No. 21215 に住んでいます。
私はアパートの
think about that one for
215
a
に
second.
住んでい
Whether it
ま
was
す。
still counting the
こ
numbers
の
or not.
町はアメリカあります。
この町はアメリカのにあります。
この町はアメリカにあります。私は中国の北京に住んでいます。
So we are in Paris, or we are from Paris. I'm from apartment 215. City's in America, and I'm in China. I'm from or in China, in Peking. Let's go to slide 3. So we've got a girl who's on the bridge. So she sat down. So 女の子は橋の上に座っています。
女の子は橋の
Little
上
girl
に座っ
sat
て
on
い
the
ます。
bridge. Now we got 男の人は通りに立っています。There's a man standing
男
in
の
the
人
street.
は通りに立っています。
And we have our good old cat. 猫はテーブルの下にいます。
猫はテーブルの下にいます。
And then we've got the girl on the bed. So 女の子はベッドの上にいます。
女の子はベッドの上にいます。
So as you can see, when we go back to some of the older slides, when you know the individual words, onanoko, little girl, hashi, bridge, suate, to sit, you can kind of then get the pictorial quite easy to match up and then follow what the sentence is asking for or saying to match with the picture. Same with with the cat, it was the only option with neko. So we immediately know that's the answer, but then we can pick apart what it's actually saying with what the picture is. Neko wa teberu. Teberu, we know is table. Noshtani is under. We know it's under. And the same with the little girl. Onanoko wa beddo. we know she's on the bed. No any on the bed. And the same for the man in the street. Otoko no hito, we know is an older gentleman. And tori, we know is street or avenue. And ni tateimasu is standing in. Tate is to stand. So it gets a little easier, it's getting easier and easier to figure out the sentences on reading and on listening to the sentences in Japanese with what we're being provided with the pictures so far.
女の子たちは橋の上に女の子たちは橋の上に立っています。
男の人、車の男の人は車の上にいます。
靴はベッドの下。靴はベッドの下にあります。
男の子たちはベッドの下にいます。
Again, we're not necessarily looking for what the subject of the sentence is talking about. We're just looking to correctly place your wa, your no, and your no and your ni in and around for the mechanicals of the sentence. So again, it's if you know what is being said and what is being asked for, it's not too hard to then select the correct placement for the wa, the no, the ni, the mechanicals of the sentence. Let's go to slide 5. So here we have with the tree. So we know it's not the horse, Uma. And is she close or far away? Well, you're not on the bridge, so you've got to be this one. Watashi wa ki no chikaku ni imasu. Yes. And this one we know is going to be the chair, which is, and it's in front of the door. So, isu wa doa no chikaku ni arimasu. So the chair is in front of the door.
椅子はドアの近くにあります。
Fantastic. We go back to the lady who's now in front of the bridge, and the only one sentence we've got that's got a bridge in it is hashi. So, watashi wa hashi no chikaku ni imasu.
私は橋の近くにいます。
She's in front of the bridge. And then we've got the horse. So the horse is Uma. So we can immediately go to this sentence here. Uma wa ie kado toku ni imasu. The horse is far from the house. Or the horse is far away. No, horse is far from the house. Ie. Uma wa ie. Horse and house. Far away. There is.
馬は家から遠くにいます。
So yeah, that's not too hard. Let's go slide 6.
僕の家は通りから遠くあります。僕の家は通りから遠くにあります。
犬は家の近くいます。
It's standing in the street. He's in the street in front of the house, sorry. Inu wa ie no chikaku ni imasu. The dog is in front of the house.
犬は家の近くにいます。
It's close to the house.
男の子は家の近く。
Ni imasu. The boy is
男の
close
子は
to the
家の
house.
近くにいます。私は木から
Lady is far
遠
from the
く
tree.
います。私は木から遠くにいます。
Yep. So it's all about the distance here. Chikaku is close. Tori, toku is far. Let's go to slide 7.
彼らはアメリカの出身です。
Oh, they are from America.
私は日本の出身です。
I am from Japan.
私は橋から遠くにいます。
I am far from the bridge. Or I am far from the bridge.
日本はブラジルから遠くにあります。
And Japan is far from Brazil. There we go. That's the essential English behind what these sentences are. When looking at each one and breaking them down individually, especially when if you know the individual words, obviously. Let's go to slide 8.
彼は日本出
Oh, first mistake of the day. It's going to be
彼
no.
は日本
No, 出身です。
彼は日本の出
I
身
am
です。
from Japan.
私は木。
から遠くにいます。
私は木から遠くにいます。
どこ出身
どこの出身ですか？
どこの出身で
Where
す
are you
か
from?
私たちは中国出身です。私たちは中国の出身です。
So yeah, I am from Japan. Oh no, he is from Japan, sorry. Watashi wa kika kara toku ni imasu is I am in front of the tree, or I am far from the tree. Doku no shushin desu ka? Where are you from? Watashi tachi wa chugoku no shushin desu. We are from China. Next slide, slide 9 out of 11, nearly finished. Here we go. So, Shinshitsu de neteimasu. He is sleeping.
寝室で寝ています。
Or sleeping in the bedroom. Dining room de tabeteimasu. Eating in the dining room.
ダイニングルームで食べています。
And we've got the chair in front of the door again. Isu wa doa no chikaku ni arimasu.
椅子はドアの近くにあります。
And then, so that's the chair. The chair is near the door. And then we got watashi wa ki no chikaku ni imasu, which is I am close to the tree.
私は木の近くにいます。
Lovely stuff. So you're getting very, very easy for me to read and follow. Again, not making too many mistakes, having to repeat, so it's definitely sticking for sure. Which again, you can see the progress across the whole playlist from start to finish from the start of this year, how far I've managed to get, and some of the things that I've learned and noticed with regards to learning this way casually, and teaching myself Japanese. I think I'm doing pretty well so far. Let's go to slide 10.
公園遊んでい
Oh, there's another one. Is that koen de? It's gonna have to be because it's not ni.
公園で遊んでいます。
Okay.
犬は家の近く。
にいます。
犬は家の近くにいます。
私は木の近くにいます。
私は木の近くにいます。
台所で料理しています。
台所で料理しています。
Yes, so playing in the park. The dog is close to the house. I am close to the tree, and then cooking in the kitchen. I love daidokoro, the kitchen. What a great way to say kitchen. Although not as good as dining room or bathroom or bathroom.
私はアパートに住んでいます。
彼らは家に住んでいます。
アパートに住んでいます。
家に住んでいます。
家に that's got some there's a typo there because that says うちに住んでいます。
家に住んでいます。
Yeah, that's a typo. But we know it can only go in one place. And that would be grammar 3 complete. Look at that, 42 correct. We had 2 mistakes in that section, 2 mistakes in the video today. That's pretty good going. I'm quite happy with that. So that's now the 2 grammars done. That's today's lesson and progress for me done. Obviously tomorrow we'll be doing the reading. That's probably going to be a little bit harder, and I envisage that since I didn't get too much new material today, it's probably going to crop up in the reading and the writing sections next, because it's around this sort of period it starts to ramp up and give us some new material to trip us up to learn. But yeah, that's the grammar portion done for today, to match up with what we've done here with the pronunciation and vocabulary, the same as what we've done in each of these modules all the way back. Again, not doing too bad. It's getting easier and easier to read and follow and to make sense of. Like I say, I've got the classic, there's our numbers so far, and then tensile forms that manage to extrapolate and pull out of program thus far, written down in reference sheet. So we've got some bits there, and then the rewritten, renewed, alphabetized kanji list of alphabet, which I highly recommend people who use these videos. If you're teaching yourself and you're after some sheets to use, resources outside of the videos, whether it's my content or others, it's always a good idea to practice stuff like this. Even though, because again, writing kanji is one thing. There will be a form where it's easy to learn to do it in a specific direction, like in any writing. But just for the recognition of the symbols themselves, and then so you've got a list of how they are sounded out, I find is helpful. And again, sometimes you'll see me looking down to the side, down here, down into my lap, whatever. I'm referencing these where I might get stuck, and I might not want to necessarily go back through a slide to find the answer potentially. So it's always worth having a reference sheet of some kind that you can just have, and then you can glance to it and stuff. The brain's great subconsciously at picking up certain things without having to be in a teaching environment, which is again another reason why I'm doing this casual documentation and content creation of my progress in Rosetta Stone 3 in learning Japanese and teaching myself Japanese. That's all for today's lesson though. Tune in again for the next video. It should be coming tomorrow, usual time. As always, like, follow, share and subscribe to my channels. That's twitch.tv/chronic7up, where you can see this video go live. It then gets exported for permanent home basis living on YouTube. My YouTube channel is youtube.com/xofficina. Just hit like and follow on both of those, subscribe, whatever, notification bells. It's all free. Not charging for any of this stuff. Just trying to get to affiliate status on both platforms by having 50 subscribers on Twitch, or followers, whatever it is, subscribers, followers. 50 on Twitch, 50 on YouTube. So hopefully I can get those extra tools to bring a more polished product to everyone. That's all from me. As usual, take care, stay safe, keep sane, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!